After 6 months of hype, the website is finally here. Now these first few weeks, it might feel like the website is only halfway done, but the foundation for the website and the systems that needed to be put in place are all finished. So now we just need to fill it, which won't take nearly as much time. You will probably see pretty substantial updates to the website every couple weeks. The name of the website is The Outpost, and its URL is LDOEoutpost.com. You can also get to it by using any of these URLs. Now, Jugando con Fuerza will eventually be used for something else, but right now, it also reroutes to the Outpost. The first thing you'll see on the front page are 4 categories. These categories are the 4 main functions of this website. This section briefly describes those 4 categories and their purpose. We'll be talking more about those here in a second. This next section has the links to every official Last Day on Earth page of every platform. If you are following something that is not in this section, then it is not run by the devs of Last Day on Earth. There's a lot of fake news surrounding this game, so make sure you are following the right group. Then in this next section, Grifter, which is the gamer name of the designer of this website, gives his recommendation for the best Last Day on Earth communities. Right now he only has 3, but I imagine as he does more research, he will add to this list. And I'm going to encourage him to give a little bit of an explanation of why he chooses each of these groups. In this section, Grifter explains why he and I teamed up to make this website, and then he embeds a series of videos that kind of explain where the game is at currently. This section of the website will change as often as it needs to give the most current feel for where the game is at. One of the things that he does throughout the entire website that I think you guys are going to really appreciate is that every time he embeds a video, he starts the video at exactly where it's most relevant. So for example, he starts this video quite a ways in because I spend the first 29 seconds recapping this other video, but you don't need a recap when you're watching these in order. This is especially helpful in some of the strategy videos that he embedded deeper in the website. I thought I was good at getting straight to the point, but apparently sometimes I would give 1 or 2 minute intros before getting to the main point. But you don't have to worry about that because he cut those out. And then in this last section, he lists the main projects we're working on right now and how to report problems with the website so that he can fix them. Alright, so let's go to these 4 main areas. The forum is not set up yet, and part of this is because there's a lot of really good forums for Last Day on Earth. So when we make this forum, we want it to be able to offer something unique that none of the other forums are able to offer. And our plan to do that is to be able to integrate it with the rest of the website. That way, if you're talking to someone about the ATV and they're a noob and they don't really know what you're talking about, merely typing ATV or any item in the game will prompt the ability to link it to the database so that other player can just click on your word to understand what you're talking about. And there are other ways that we're going to integrate the forum with the rest of the website, but I'll get into that when we actually release the forum. Those of you who watch my channel know that the second section is what I am always going to be the most excited about. In fact, while Grifter is in charge of these 3 sections, I am in charge of this one. The goal of this section is to provide you with the best strategies for every single aspect of this game. So whether you're designing your base, or completing one of the 26 bunkers, or need help with a certain type of event, this section will give you the best strategies on how to do that. There's already a decent amount of content in this section, so I recommend checking it out. But the one section that I want to highlight right now is the update section. When you click on this section, you will see a list of all of the recorded changes of every update Last Day on Earth has ever made. There are other websites that cover the changes made in each update, but no other website, to my knowledge, covers all of the hidden ones as well. In addition to that, Grifter embedded my videos in each update so that if you don't understand one of the changes listed, you can see it visually demonstrated in the video. Now, we don't have a search bar for this page, but you can just use the search bar provided by your browser if you're looking for a particular update. The multiplayer section does have some content, but honestly this is more of a placeholder until multiplayer is actually released. When multiplayer is released and all of the clans are formed and there's clan wars and all of that great stuff, Grifter's plans with this section is to track everything. Every leaderboard of every server, which clans are currently in control of which pump jacks, maybe player statistics within a clan, who knows how it'll be set up. But the plan is for this section to be the wow head or mobifier of Last Day on Earth. I know that's a lofty goal, but if anyone could do it, Grifter is talented enough to make that happen. The database is the foundation that I was talking about. Creating a database from scratch so that it is fully customizable is not an easy task. But Grifter did it, and he did an incredible job. Currently, the database has information on 316 Last Day on Earth items. We think that's all of them, but if you catch one we missed, be sure to message Grifter and we'll add it. We will also be adding locations, skills, and non-tangible items like dogs, which now that the foundation is set up, it's very easy to make new entries and customize those entries however we want. To use the database, simply search for the item you're looking for and then click on it. All of the information on that item will pull up. If the item does not yet exist in the game, the image will look like this. Grifter made this search bar to be intuitive, so for example, if you type in motorcycle instead of chopper, it understands what you're trying to say. Now, what is amazing about having an intuitive search bar is that it allows you to do a lot of really cool things. For example, if you type in a category like food, you will get a list of every type of food in the game. You can also do this for armor, you can do this for weapons, in fact you could do this for melee weapons, or ranged weapons. Now this is still pretty new, so if you type in a category and it doesn't work right, be sure to message Grifter and we'll get it implemented. Also, if you see that information is missing on a certain item, we'd love it if you'd message us for stuff like that too, so that we can fix it. Even though we've done the most amount of work on this section, it's still not done. Our hope is that when you pull up an item, you will not only get all of the information about that item, but you will see a picture of how that item integrates into the game. So you will not only see the resources that it takes to make that item, but you will see all of the things that you can make with that item. So for example, when you click on a basic backpack, right now you can see what it takes to make that item, but eventually you'll be able to see things like a list of everything the backpack is used for, or what you get when you put the backpack in the recycler. And you'll be able to see how everything is interconnected. But the thing that I believe will be what makes this website irreplaceable is that every single item in this database will have a link on it that says, here is the best way to get this item. And that link will redirect them to the strategy section where there will be an article describing the best way to get that item. And ideally, we will also have a video embedded there to show them how to get that item. And we're going to do this for every single item in the game. This is where you guys come in. I'm sure many of you clicked on this video to hear about the giveaway, and you will not be disappointed. This is not your ordinary giveaway. In fact, it is by far the largest giveaway that Kafir has ever done. Here's how this is going to work. In the pinned post below and on my Facebook page, I have attached a link to a Google survey. When you click on that link, you will be prompted to answer 4 questions. You need to put a name. It doesn't have to be your real name, but try to make it unique, because if everyone puts John, we're all going to be really confused. You can find your ID by going into your settings in the game and clicking on your server. Make sure to type this out correctly, because if you don't, you won't be able to get your prize if you win. After that, select one of the items on this list and then write out your strategy for getting that item. When doing this, I recommend following this formula. List every location where you can get that item, mention whether or not that item can be crafted, and then present your strategy for getting that item. It does not have to be an original idea. You could say something like, the best way is to craft it, or you could use someone else's strategy. In fact, if you got your strategy from one of my videos, I don't even care if you copy it word for word, but you're going to have to put it all together well, or you're not going to win. And then I recommend briefly touching on why the other locations or methods of getting that item are not as effective, if applicable. This formula is not going to work for some of these items. So if the formula isn't working for the item you chose, don't worry about it. Just write out the best step-by-step you can to help people get that item. Take your time on this and make sure you do a good job, but don't put it off too long, because if there are 2 submissions that are of equal quality, I'm going to tell the team of judges to choose the one that was submitted first. You can make as many submissions as you want. For every one of your submissions that are chosen to be put on the website, your name will be added to the list of possible winners. So if you have the best submission for 10 items, then your name will be entered to win 10 times. But if none of your submissions are chosen because they weren't as good as the competition, then you will get no chances of winning. So make sure you do a good job. Cover every detail about that item, and then go back and reword it and make it more concise and more compact. And then get your friends to check your spelling and give you feedback on it, and then submit it. That way you have the best chance of winning. After strategies are written and chosen for every item in the game, I will do a live stream where we will use a random number generator to pick 10 winners from the list of submissions. The first 9 winners will be given a level 4 puppy, 10 experience book packs, which are amazing if you use them in the way that I mentioned in this video, 10 mechanic packs for those of you who don't have a gas tank yet, 1,000 coins, and a 3x3 stone room. After that, one more winner will be selected to receive the grand prize, which includes 2 level 4 dogs, 20 experience book packs, 20 mechanic packs, 3,000 coins, and a 3x3 metal room. Like I said, this is the biggest giveaway that Kafir has ever done. If you are the moderator of a Last Day on Earth community and you want your group to be in on this, I recommend making an official announcement as soon as you see this so that your members have the best possible chance of winning. If any of you aren't quite clear on the rules, I have written out the rules in detail and put them on my Facebook page. A week from today, I will post a video giving you an update on how things are progressing with this giveaway and what items still need to be covered. Once all of the items are covered, I will announce the time and date of when the giveaway winners will be chosen. I will make sure to give you guys at least 3 days of advance notice so that you can make plans to be there and watch the event live. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.